Nearly 2 weeks after the results in Maharashtra, finally the D-Day has arrived when the troika of Devendra Fadnavis, Eknath Shinde and Ajit Dada Pawar will take oath at Azad Maidan. It will be a show of strength of the NDA. In attendance would be, of course, the Prime Minister of India, Home Minister Amit Shah, top leaders of the party and also of the larger NDA chief ministers. There is a huge buzz for TDP Supremo and Andhra Chief Minister Mr. Chandrababu Naidu would be present. Also would be in attendance a representative from Nitish Kumar's JDU. So, you know, a lot of back and forth which happened in the last few days. Finally, the swearing-in ceremony going to take place at 5:30 p.m. Divya, and at least 2,000 women, the Ladki Behen, will attend the swearing-in ceremony. There will be, of course, as I said, chief ministers from all BJP and ally-ruled states, which is roughly around 22.
Right, Maria, of course, over 40,000 people are expected to be there in the audience. 2,000 VVIPs will be there at the swearing-in ceremony. And just before the swearing-in ceremony, we saw Devendra Fadnavis, Maria, at the Siddhi Vinayak there. A very short visit there just to seek blessings before, you know, it's a very busy day for the Chief Minister-elect. So, of course, we saw visuals, you know, of him reaching the Siddhi Vinayak early this morning in Mumbai, seeking those blessings by Lord Ganesh, and then, you know, making that quick exit. Of course, a very, very busy day before the swearing-in ceremony.
Interestingly, if you look at those images, and I'll ask the producer to go full frame on that, because you have the entire BJP Maharashtra leadership along with Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, Mr. Bavan Kule, who is the BJP state president in you know, along with Mr. Devendra Fadnavis. It is a message that in this historic victory of the BJP, all leaders have played a role. The state leadership that we keep talking about, and also an assertion of sorts in which the state leaders have emerged. Anuj is joining us live from near, I would believe, you know, Azad Maidan, the historic Azad Maidan, which will be witnessing history unfold today as Devendra Fadnavis will take oath at 5:30 p.m. We will try and connect with Anuj in just a bit again, but just look at those visuals. Even as we play those visuals, I am being joined by Rohit Chandravarkar, senior journalist, Neerja Chaudhary, senior journalist. There are huge hoardings which have been put up across, you know, from that entire stretch of the airport, the Mumbai airport to Azad Maidan. It has a mix of hoardings. Several of them have only Eknath Shinde. Others have Eknath Shinde, you know, Devendra Fadnavis, Prime Minister Modi and Ajit Pawar, all the three Mahayuti partners together. Neerja Chaudhary, Rohit Chandravarkar, welcome on this broadcast. Neerja Chaudhary, not much has changed from day one to now. Rohit was saying that it will be Devendra Fadnavis, and so it is Devendra Fadnavis.
Yes, absolutely. Devendra Fadnavis and two deputy chief ministers. And of course, in the last 10 days, we have seen, I would say, a grand political tamasha, you know, enact. And it is part of what Indian democracy is all about, working out the nuts and bolts of a coalition arrangement, all that goes on behind the scene. It makes for a very vibrant democracy. But there are many firsts here that the Maharashtra swearing in today will herald. One, you have had a chief minister who becomes a deputy chief minister, and that very deputy chief minister goes on to become chief minister, and the chief minister becomes deputy chief minister under him. I mean, that has never happened before in any of the states in India before. So that is unprecedented and new. Ajit Pawar becoming deputy chief minister for the 6th time.
That's right.
Again, there is not
He's a permanent deputy chief minister.
Yeah, we've had Sukhbir Badal, who's been in the news, deputy CM for 3 years, Sushil Modi in Bihar, deputy CM for 3 years. But this is the first time Ajit Pawar will be for the 6th time. And all three of them are experienced hands. They've had huge experience in running the administration. So, and obviously Mr. Fadnavis has managed to convince Mr. Shinde that, as he himself has said publicly, who becomes CM is a technical matter, that this will be decisions will be taken unitedly by all three, and whatever has to be done will be shared by all the three groups. So anyway, Maharashtra can look forward, hopefully, to a politically stable government.
And you have a question for Anuj?
Right. Anuj, no, let's ask Rohit first. The fact that, like Neerja ma'am was mentioning, that it's just a technical arrangement and decisions like they've been taking in the past together is what they're going to go forward with. And of course, Eknath Shinde is saying that, he did, something that Devendra Fadnavis did for him 2.5 years ago, recommending his name, is what he is doing now, recommending him as the Chief Minister of the state. Rohit, just take us through the popularity of Devendra Fadnavis and the role that he's played in winning this election.
Yes. See, the thing is, it was very evident to many, including me, many inside the BJP also, that it will be Devendra Fadnavis all the way. What has happened in Maharashtra is that they have got, that is, the BJP has got unprecedented majority in the state assembly. 132 seats they have won this time, which they had not won even during the peak of Modi wave in 2014. The unprecedented majority that they got that time was 105 seats, and it's even higher than that. And this comes on the backdrop of the big Maratha agitation in Maharashtra, so-called farmer distress and other issues, because of which a lot of people thought that the BJP might not even get a clear majority this time. But they've gone far beyond that. Now, the thing is, many were arguing that maybe like Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, BJP might spring up an unknown face or a new face, at least, inexperienced person and handle things from Delhi. But that would not happen in Maharashtra, was my guess, because BJP is sharing power with senior players like Ajit Pawar and Eknath Shinde, and they need a firm hand. They need an experienced player to handle, the matters here. Today, Mumbai city has turned saffron. You're showing very stunning and newsworthy visuals, I must say. All these hoardings put up, and entire city is now waiting for maybe the swearing-in ceremony and Prime Minister's arrival and all that. But just one point that I want to draw your attention to is that regional media is speaking about in a very loud voice one point that Eknath Shinde has not formally announced even till now that he will be taking oath as Deputy Chief Minister. In other words, Eknath Shinde has announced that his party will participate in the government, but he's not officially confirmed that he will become Deputy Chief Minister or one of his senior deputies will go and take oath. So a lot of speculation is happening on that front right now. We always knew, like Maria also mentioned, we always knew Ajit Pawar is going to be there. Ajit Pawar is there forever.
Rohit, that's quintessential politics of a regional satrap, as we say. They keep the suspense going on, and then he will arrive at Azad Maidan at 5 p.m. for the swearing in. Because if anything, the optics of yesterday's press conference was enough to send the message that this alliance is going to be a functioning alliance.
Yes, and Maria, just one line. It was really ironical or funny or whatever you want to call it that Ajit Pawar cracked a joke almost.
Yes.
He said, I don't know whether Mr. Shinde is going to take oath tomorrow, but you all know I always take oath. So, everybody laughed. So it was,
so,
it was really
that
funny.
was good humor, but that's why I'm saying, that's clear message that comes from a regional satrap who keeps it guessing, and he is the son of the soil. Perhaps that's the reason why the speculation which is continuing. But before I go back to Neerja and Rohit, a word from Anuj. Anuj, what is the preparation that you can see? I mean, if you can pan your camera and show to our viewers what has been, put in place, the barricades and of course the traffic advisory as well. And I can see Radhika. Radhika, I'm going to come to you in just a bit, but first up, Anuj.
I wish I could do that, but I'm slightly away from Azad Maidan right now. I'm standing at a neutral location where we can see that the police has tried to make sure that traffic all across the southern part of Mumbai is controlled. Right in the morning, they gave away a fresh traffic advisory where they, gave alternate routes to the people to travel, considering that a lot of high-level dignitaries are going to be here in the city. And more importantly, congestion has always been a problem here in the city. And this time around as well, we are seeing that the Azad Maidan and the close by area, it doesn't really have sufficient parking space, let alone for people or even any dignitaries who will be here for a little while. So it is going to be a major challenge in front of the police authorities who have been up there again since morning in different areas. I was at the Siddhivinayak temple a short while back where Devendra Fadnavis had come to offer prayers. Even there we saw before he was there, 2 hours before that, the traffic police and the local police officials were trying to keep the route complete. It's a weekday, people are coming out of their houses to work, and at the same time, if you're going to have such a huge celebration right at the heart of Mumbai city, in the southern part of the city, it is going to be a major challenge, and that is what the police is looking at the moment. But Mumbai police has got enough experience of handling such situations. But when you talk about the number of people who will be visiting here, we are expecting close to 45 to 50,000 people, workers from all the 3 different parties to be present at Azad Maidan. Besides that, we're also expecting a police force of close to 3,000 to 4,000 police officers and havaldars to be present inside and outside Azad Maidan to make sure that enough security is provided to all those inside. And, for those who are taking oath, as was being discussed in the show, we are sure of the fact that Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar will be taking oath, but for Eknath Shinde, it needs to be seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the preparations, a quick recap of that for our viewers. The ceremony is expected to draw somewhere between 42,000 to 50,000 people. That's the sitting arrangement. And there is a special arrangement for 2,000 VIPs, which includes political leaders, of course, the chief ministers of various BJP and allied ruled states, and religious leaders as well. The entire Azad Maidan area has been fortified now. Over 4,000 police personnel, including specialized units like the SRPF, which is the State Reserve Police Force, and QRT, which is the Quick Response Teams, and bomb disposal squads have been all deployed. And traffic in South Mumbai is now being managed by 280 personnel from the traffic wing. Radhika is joining us. Radhika, who all have arrived?
At the moment, only media personnel have arrived. I am outside Azad Maidan. I'll show you the security right here. As you can see, hundreds of security personnel have been deployed here. That, of course, includes Mumbai police personnel and other central agencies personnel as well. As you can see, quick response team is right here. Bomb squads have also been deployed, and there are tents that have been put up at the moment. Of course, this will be visible to us. The entire stage arrangements will be visible to us in a few hours from now. In a couple of hours, we will also be allowed entry inside. But you can see the posters, and not just posters right outside the venue, Maria. When we were driving towards this particular place, at least for a span of 5 kilometers, we just saw BJP posters put up everywhere. Prime Minister Modi's posters, Amit Shah's posters, and Devendra Fadnavis's posters all around. Mahayuti posters and saffron flags for at least about 5 to 6 kilometers from this particular venue. As I said, security arrangements immense. We're talking about 4,000 security personnel all around this venue in Azad Maidan. And not just that, we're talking about not just dignitaries, 2,000 special invitees and dignitaries, but at least about 40,000 people are expected to be here. And these also include religious leaders, artists, writers from across Maharashtra, and celebrities as well from Marathi as well as Bollywood film industry. They have also been invited. So this is a grand ceremony of sorts, no doubt. Look at this entire place. This is right outside Azad Maidan. This entire stretch and many such stretches close to this particular place have been filled with BJP posters, filled with Prime Minister Modi, Amit Shah, Devendra Fadnavis, Eknath Shinde posters all around. This is what we are seeing in half of the city of Mumbai since this morning. So yes, grand arrangements have been put in place in just a few hours from now. And you can see some flowers, getting inside the venue as well. There are flower distributors who are at the moment at the venue, who are taking some of the arrangements inside the venue. So yes, stage set for this grand oath-taking ceremony, which will see the who's who of politics and also who's who of several other industry making their way into Azad Maidan. The event starts at 5:30 p.m. is what we're given to understand. There may be some sort of delay as well, but certainly, a historic moment as far as Maharashtra politics is concerned. And, befitting, one would say this event is, considering the landslide victory Mahayuti secured this time.
All right. Radhika and Anuj, thank you so much. The BJP, remember, is the single largest party, winning 132 seats. It has a strike rate of 90%. And no wonder then, Divya, that this entire stretch has been, turned into saffron. That is the color of the party, and that has been the color of the BJP. Let's go back to the guests. Neerja and Rohit Chandravarkar continue to be with us. Neerja, the point that was made by Rohit of the suspense which is continuing around Eknath Shinde, whether he will be sworn in or someone from his party. Do you think that's quintessential moves of a regional satrap? As I said it, I mean, I've seen Lalu Yadav play out the similar moves in Bihar, and also, late Mulayam Singh Yadav.
Yes, it's a very well-designed step or move, you can say, to keep the suspense alive till the last moment. And remember, our politics would become very, very dull if there wasn't suspense. Always there is suspense. And also, he has, through creating this suspense, managed to hog the headlines all of last 10 days and managed to hog the optics, political optics. It is Shinde who's not going to become the chief minister. It's Devendra Fadnavis who's going to become the chief minister, who's the man of the moment. But every day we've heard about what Shinde is going to be doing. So his importance, and I suspect that Shinde is positioning himself to be the tallest Maratha leader in the state after Sharad Pawar. And he's used this opportunity, despite the difficult situation he found himself in. Because when push came to shove, actually the government could be formed without his numbers, 57. With Ajit Pawar having lent his support to Devendra Fadnavis and the BJP, they have the numbers to form a majority government, clear majority government. But of course, the BJP does need Shinde because there are the important BMC elections that they would now like to get under the belt. And Shinde is important for that.
Do you think also that, Shinde, as he managed to put the spotlight on him, that, first he was ailing allegedly and then he landed in the hospital, that, that suspense is something that we'll continue to see Rohit Chandravarkar, even if the government is sworn in. Mr. Shinde perhaps would have that repeated suspense around his actions?
Well, I can tell you there's going to be no dearth of news, that's for sure. Today morning, Maria, the markets have gone up significantly. And, it's mainly because there's going to be stability in Mumbai, political stability I'm talking about. And remember, this is the one of the richest states in India, attracting 52% of total foreign direct investment that comes to India. 52% comes to Maharashtra alone. Mumbai city has many projects lined up, including the mega Dharavi redevelopment project, which is worth perhaps 1 lakh crore. There's going to be Mumbai, Ahmedabad bullet train and all of that. So there is some certainty now that these projects will take off. And that's why the market is reacting positively. That is one part. But, the stability will be there. The BJP will continue to be in power. But there are players like Eknath Shinde, and there I come to the question that you asked. He's not going to, take things lying down. He's not going to be pushed aside to the wings. He is going to, react to everything that the BJP does, because ultimately BJP wants to fight 2029 assembly election on their Shat Pratishat Bhajap principle, which Amit Shah and others have been talking about in their closed door meetings. And if I know it and you know it, obviously Eknath Shinde also knows it. Ajit Pawar also knows it. So they are going to react to it. They are also going to get aggressive. So that's why I say there's going to be no dearth of news and no dearth of shows like this, which are going to be interesting for us.
So certainly for
put
journalists
together.
like us who keep a close track of the political developments across the country, it's good news only. So Neerja and Rohit, 30 seconds to both of you. Neerja, starting with you. You know, it's a historic day following a historic mandate. A mandate of that nature which has never happened in the history of Maharashtra. And of course, the BJP's ups and downs, the criticism it faced, and of course, the setback, electoral setback the party faced in the 48 seats that, Maharashtra contributes to the Lok Sabha. Do you think that's why this swearing in and the venue of Azad Maidan is going to be about optics to watch out for?
Absolutely. The BJP is, very adept at mounting what a gala, grand, bhavya, as the Prime Minister calls it, events, and making a political point out of it. And again, they're going to do this. It's going to be a gala event this evening, historic Azad Maidan. And Devendra Fadnavis, as is being recalled by the media all over, had said in 2019, I will be back, and he's back with the bang. But he will also have his task cut out for him. He has two allies who add up to almost 100 seats in the assembly. That's not a small number. So he'll have to make this coalition work. And but as I say, he's had huge experience also. He's had his lows. So he would have learned many things through this last, 5-year stint. So I think, as I say, these are experienced hands, and we can hopefully look forward to as they themselves talk about, push of infrastructure, push in the heartland, women becoming very aspirational, urban renewal. So all these grand themes that they are thinking of, we hope that it's going to be a politically stable government in Maharashtra.
And the confidence of, Devendra Fadnavis. And yesterday, all his sound bites, and particularly that one where he famously said, "Main samundar hoon, lord kar vapis aunga." Rohit Chandra, here he is back like a samundar.
Yes.
Ensuring that everything that comes on his way is swept.
Yes, Maria, I told you this many days ago. I told you he's going to be back, and perhaps I was the only one saying that it's going to be only him, nobody else. But the tagline now, which the BJP has picked up, which you see right now on the hoardings in Mumbai, is Maharashtra ata thamnar nahi in Marathi, which means Maharashtra is now unstoppable. So I don't know whether they want to say Maharashtra is unstoppable, or Devendra is unstoppable, or BJP is unstoppable. That is the message they want to give. And obviously, it's going to be a grand ceremony with Prime Minister Narendra Modi being there on the stage. And we are looking forward to, what happens in terms of portfolio distribution and other things, and this government coming together. They really look like they are unstoppable, Maria.